YouTube as well, guys, so we can go get at this. So good, we are good to go, guys. Guys, Manshal Tarabak. Okay, Shadiana, welcome from South Africa. Anxious Mathopelo, welcome here. Eunice Njogu, I can see you. JL and Jamie, how are you? Prince Jibaby, how are you? I hope you're doing good. So, so we're just starting, guys, and one of the things that I want to say here is maybe the same day or same month like it is right now today last year, you never watched one of my videos. I did a video before the end of 2022, and it was TikTok live, and it was talking about how to plan for the coming days in the new year that is just beginning in front of us. There are so many things that we can do to help us create something better for ourselves. And guys, there's something that I want to put as a disclaimer here. You see, having a successful year, having a beautiful life depends on how you choose to define your success. It depends on how you choose to define what is great for you. And I would like to say that the first thing that you want to remove from your head for you to prosper, for you to march forward, for you to get it right in life coming 2023. Number one thing is you want to define success from your own understanding. And I will explain this. You see, most of us have failed to appreciate themselves. They have failed to fall in love with what they are doing. They have failed to understand how to appreciate the achievements that they've made in their lives. You have failed to understand how hard you have worked in the year 2022. You cannot account for the achievements and the great things and great miles you have gone. The reason why this happens, most of us measure our success to other people's success. And I will explain it further. For example, if I was somebody who used to walk on foot, okay, and I could not afford to buy a bicycle for myself. For instance, let me use a bicycle. And I got a job. Thanks, guys, for joining on YouTube. Thanks for those likes. Thanks for those likes and share on TikTok as well. I wasn't able to purchase a bicycle. I was walking to work. Then I get salary. I do some bill payments. I even help some of my friends, some of my siblings. I clear bills in my home. And the remaining little amount, I managed to purchase a bicycle. Okay? If I don't realize that I was walking to work, but right now I can cycle to work, I will not be happy with myself because I will see my friend driving to work. I want you to understand what I'm trying to talk about here. People have failed to appreciate the struggle, to appreciate the good work they are doing because they are measuring their success with the success of other people. Marriages have failed to hold waters because people are measuring the success of their marriage with another marriage success. You're looking at your pastor, you're looking at your bishop, you're looking at a certain celebrity, and you want to measure the success of your relationship, of your marriage, to their success. This is what happens with life, guys. We are running a different kind of a marathon. There are some people who are going 10,000 kilometers. There are some people whose competition is only 100 meters. There are those who are going for 4x4, which means you run and then you give somebody a button to keep running so that you reach the destination or the end of the competition. But some of us are running a marathon where you have to run by yourself until the end of the race. I hope I'm loud and clear. Those who are watching on YouTube, let me know if I'm loud and clear for you. Um, so, number one thing that you want to do for you to see yourself improving in life in the year 2022 is you want to set a mark. What is going to define your success? What are you going to see as an improvement in your life? What have you not achieved right now? Not what somebody has achieved and you haven't achieved. This is where the difference comes. You do not want to measure your success depending on what somebody has achieved. My classmates, my colleagues, my churchmates, my friends, my workmates, my junior workers. Sometimes, somebody joins you. You have been working at a place for, let's say, 5 years, and a junior worker joins the company, and you've never bought a car, and he's being paid less than you. You are his manager or her manager, and she buys a car. Now you want to die because this lady or this man came yesterday and is now driving a car. And we forget the responsibilities that are under us. We forget the bills we are paying. We forget the many people we are paying school fees for. We forget, the requirements, the needs, the responsibilities under you. And now you want to compare yourself with a junior worker who joined you and still lives in his or her mother's or parents' house, has got no responsibility. His salary or her salary is his money or her money. Nobody questions, nobody calls them and tells them that, you know what, I've been sent home for school fees. Nobody calls and says that, you know what, electricity has been disconnected because the bill hasn't been paid. When they get their salary, that money, what their budget is all about is how they can buy clothes, how they can go party with their friends. 2023, you must identify what defines your success. Your success will not be defined by what other people have achieved. It will be defined by what miles you have gone. What have you done? I think our network was a little bit unstable. There's someone who is struggling just to speak good English. I work with some people. I meet people around who are struggling so much to get to speak with others, to get to express themselves. Sometimes in the year 2023, the only success you need is how you can pronounce words correctly. And that is your achievement. You need to appreciate that. You need to see it as a bigger thing, a bigger achievement. Stop looking at what people have achieved and start comparing them with yourself. Then you lose the momentum of improving on other things, because there's a post that I made on Facebook and I said that sometimes we focus so much on other people's dreams because we are chasing them on their dreams until we forget to chase our own dreams. You're wondering, how is this guy able to buy a car last month? How was he able to buy a piece of land last month? So you forget to work hard to afford a mobile phone. For example, what you need is just a mobile phone, but you're wondering how it is difficult for you to buy a mobile phone, yet somebody is buying a car, buying a land. Just the other day, he's signing a contract of, being part of a management of a certain building. He's buying shares. So you start walking and accompanying people through their dreams. You forget your dream. That's number one. Number two, we need to start cutting the noises around us. I have so many powerful, great friends who can't move because the noises around them are too much more than their power. They have allowed noises to be more powerful in their lives than what they can do without the noise. And somebody would be asking me, what kind of noises are you talking about? Is it music sound outside there? Is it machines? Is it cars passing around? Is it an aeroplane, passing over my roof? Is that the kind of noise I'm talking about? Nope, that is not the noise I'm talking about. The noises that I'm talking about are people trying to help you accept, defend, agree that you cannot do something. That is noise. When somebody helps you to accept and believe that something is difficult, you cannot achieve it, that is noise. Noise is when people try so much to help you understand that you are not able, you are not capable, your ability, you are not smart enough on something. When people discourage you and you agree to their discouragement, you go home and you're asking yourself a lot of questions. How is this going to be? How possible? How am I going to make it happen? Those are noises. Noises is when people are saying that in today's world, there are no good men. That's a noise. Noises is when people say that, women are just the same. And you agree to it. That is noise. Noise is when people say there are no jobs and you agree to it. That is noise. You see, you see, it is very difficult to sit there and agree that there are no good men or good women out there. And as I'm speaking right now, somebody's taking a vow, somebody's wedding someone. As I was just saying these words, there's a finger that has just received a ring. As I'm speaking right now, there are some men and women kissing each other and enjoying life. Why do you want to believe that there's no good man or good woman out there? Noises is believing that it is impossible when the reality is everything and anything is possible as long as you have the guts, you have the faith, and you have the consistency of doing it. Never accept somebody to push you out of an idea that you have decided to do. I will give an example. Imagine your village. You are deciding that you want to put up a supermarket in your village. You have done a research, you have seen a market gap, and you know very well that if I will, open a supermarket here, my business is going to boom. Then somebody comes and tells you that, you know what? People have tried, a lot of people have tried. They have come up with supermarkets in this area, but they've never succeeded. You will not succeed with it. That is noise. That is noise. And these kind of noises have stopped us achieving a lot of things. Somebody's going to come and tell you that, you know what? This certain community, don't marry from this community. Don't like we Kenyans, people are going to tell you, you're a Kisi, yes, so don't marry a Luo. If you are a Luo, you must marry a Luo. If you are a Kikuyu, you must marry a Kikuyu. If you're an African, you've got to marry an African. How are you going to marry a Filipino? How are you going to marry an Indian? How are you going to marry a Pakistani? How are you going to marry a white man when you're a white woman? Or how are you going to marry a white woman when you are a black man? This has ever happened. This has happened. These people, they are racist. They will never listen to you. These kind of people, they are like this. These people are going to kill you. These people are going to take your wealth. These are noises. And you see, guys, these kind of noises, what happens with them when you accept them and they get into your blood, the noises you're being told are going to be true. They will succeed in your life than you succeeding. Success is about challenging failure. So failure comes with noise. Failure comes with a lot of noise. So if you allow noise to overpower your idea, that means that the failure has succeeded over you. But when you close your ears away from the noise, that is what we call success. You succeed over or against the noises. Your queen, if you want to talk to me, there's a link on my TikTok bio there. Just press that link. You will get somewhere where it will take you to my WhatsApp. You can send me a WhatsApp message and we can talk if that is what you want. Guys, don't forget to like the video and share if you can. Looking at your comments as well. Nekesa, I can see you on Facebook. Penina Nyambura, I can see you on Facebook, on YouTube, sorry, and lots of you guys here on TikTok. So number 2 or number 3, we are going to number 3, guys. And this is going to be very tough. And I hope that if you're there and you know me and you have ever tried it, you will know why I decided to do what I'm going to talk about. Guys, when 2023 is starting, restrict your WhatsApp. WhatsApp, I will tell you and I will give you example why. You need to restrict your WhatsApp in a way that no one gets you into any kind of group without your acceptance, your verification, and your approval. Restrict permission for any other Tom, Dick, and Harry who call themselves your friends to access your WhatsApp and put you in some groups that most of the time you can't even know. You must restrict your WhatsApp. And why am I talking about these guys? You see, we have got these friends who always want your attention when they have a problem. They will never be anywhere. They will never be part of your friends. They will never be part of your problems. They will never support you, even a post on a social media. They will never like, they will never comment, they will never share. But the moment they have a problem, and especially the problem I'm talking about, oh, my cousin, my sister, my grandfather, the brother to my uncles, I don't know what, died and we are having a WhatsApp group. I want to add you because we are doing some contribution. We must say no to some non-entities. Guys, I will tell you something. To succeed in life, sometimes you've got to be mean. For you to succeed even in a relationship, you have to be mean. You have to love yourself first. You must put yourself forward. I once asked people here, how can I accept to be in 3 WhatsApp groups that are doing a contribution for a funeral of one person? You have been included in a WhatsApp group, 3 WhatsApp groups, and all these 3 WhatsApp groups are doing money contribution for a funeral of one people or one person. Africans, my brothers from Kenya, my brothers from Tanzania, my brothers from Uganda. We must think again. There are some things that we have to just be cruel and harsh with people to get to understand that success comes with some kind of discipline. We cannot be friends only when somebody dies. When these people struggle in hospitals with their ailments, with their sicknesses, these cousins, I don't know, grandsons, granddaughters, I don't know, blah, 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 brothers, they are never there. These people struggle with their kids, with their wives, and with their husbands. You go to hospitals here, uh, Luo Queen, please just forgive us. You can send us those messages later on because I see her sending lots of messages over here. Um, don't distract us. You can send us later on. You know, you go to hospitals, you go to ICUs, you find a wife, taking care of their husbands. You find children suffering and trying to, make their father get back his life. No contribution, no WhatsApp groups from cousins, no WhatsApp group from grandchildren, no WhatsApp group from friends. But immediately this person passes away, immediately this person is announced, and sometimes we do it on social media. We announce it on social media that what, so and so passed. It is with deep sorrow and pain that I announce that my so and so died. Maybe my mom, my dad. A friend from nowhere creates a WhatsApp group even without me knowing and invites people like, what, John's mother died, so we are doing a contribution. You must restrict your WhatsApp group because it doesn't help. I do not think that whether that is a help. For me, that is totally, completely no help. You don't help people when they are dead. You help people when they are still alive. Number two, restrict yourself and your WhatsApp from getting into some groups that you do not understand. Somebody just created a group. I don't know, this group is for meditation. This is a group for exercising body, what do we call it? Weight loss. Did you ask for it? Do you really need it? Is it what is defining your success in 2023? Before you are included in a WhatsApp group, you want to be in a place where something that you need, something that is going to change your life. It is not something that you're just being pulled into. You're not just being told that this is good for you. You need it in your life. We are going to number 4. The fourth thing that we want to do is to make plans and have schedules. And I would like to ask you guys who are watching here, how many people, how many of you have got plans? Like, for example, if I ask you about your tomorrow, do you have plans for tomorrow? Guys, don't forget to like the video. Keep liking the video, guys. Keep liking the video and keep sharing it as well. And I need to see those comments. If I would ask how many people watching right now who are in this class right now, how many of you have got a plan for tomorrow? If I ask you like, can we meet tomorrow? Do you have a schedule where you can go and check and see if you are free tomorrow or not? Beloved Patra, I can see you. Thanks for coming. Janice Foster, I see you. Do you have a plan like when I call you right now and I tell you that, what, tomorrow I'm having a party. Can you join my party? Do you have somewhere where you can go to look, even a calendar, to see whether you have a space for tomorrow? If you don't have it, success starts from a person who has got plans. You must have plans for you to succeed, because finding yourself doing things without plan is where people mess up. People mess up because they do not have plans. People plan for them. Hey, tomorrow, there's a birthday party for so and so. Oh, really? Yeah, okay, I will come. After tomorrow, the next day, there is a drinking spree in another person's house. Okay, I will come. After the next day, The next day, it is, people are planning for you. You never have your own plans. My dear, even if you are so tight, get a place and write your plans. At least say that tomorrow from 7 a.m. until 5 or 4 or 3 a.m., I will be somewhere doing something. By 9 o'clock, I should be doing something. You can only try to change your plans, but you must have a plan. Running, living without plans. Guys, a lot of ladies get pregnant because of not having plans. A lot of ladies get STIs because of not having plans. A lot of men get those STIs because of not having plans. And how does it happen? You've been invited into parties, a party that you don't even know who is going to come, what is going to happen in these parties, who you're going to meet in those parties, just because somebody is your friend and they have invited you into these parties. You go to a party. Last week I was listening to my mentor who was teaching very early in the morning and was talking about this young lady who had just graduated from high school, had just finished his high school, and was so humble, very disciplined, very respectful. And she went to her parents and she informed her parents that, you know what, mom, I've been invited for a party with my friends. Then the parents permitted her because she had finished her high school. And they felt like, okay, let's release her to go and ease herself. This lady did not know, has never partied, never had plans, just got into some people's plan. What happened? The next day, this lady found herself sleeping in someone's house, and all over her body are cements, men cements, you call them sperms. She did not understand what happened. A very young lady who was very disciplined. We cannot talk about whether she was a virgin or not, but she was a young lady who had taken care of herself, was disciplined. The society knew her. Everyone around knew her. The teachers appreciated her. She went for a party because she did not have a plan. It was planned for her. The next day in the morning, she woke up. She doesn't know where she is. In a small room, all over her body is men cement. Where do you start? These shits happen because of lack of plans. Guys, have a plan. Even if somebody is inviting you somewhere, let your plan push you to avoid what you don't know. Let your plans push you, like tell them that, you know what, I have a plan, but what are you guys going to do? How long is it going to take? Your plan will help you to avoid a lot of things. Have a schedule, have a plan. Calendars, these smartphones have got a lot of things that can help you to have plans of your life. We are going to number 5. I hope I'm not going deep. I hope I'm not terrifying people. I hope people are not, trembling somewhere. But I'm just putting something in your ears so that it can help you to make sure that 2023 becomes a year you can celebrate when we are in such kind of a date, December next year. Number 5. Put down your principles and follow those principles. I have talked about, and I asked people, I don't know who did it. Guys, if you're following me on Facebook or YouTube, or I want to give you people a challenge, you can even do a video and post it on TikTok and tag me. I will comment, I will share it. I want to give you people a challenge and go and do this. Go and buy something like a whiteboard or brown board, whatever works for you, and write some principles that wants to help you throughout 2023. Write down those principles, the things that you believe in. I will just make it randomly. Like, for example, let's say I was a man. What is it that I need in 2023? I need a wife. I'm giving an example. If I need a wife, I want to ask myself a question. Before I approach a woman, what do I need to see in this woman? Do I need a woman who must wear a abaya? Do I need a woman who is free and, you know, what do we call, is not, um, how do we call them? He's not that much conservative. Do I need a woman who can party with me or that introvert? Those principles, I write them somewhere. If it is a job I want, what kind of a job do I want? If it is a car, if it is friends you want, what kind of friends? People just make friendship without even knowing who they are introducing into their circle. Have you guys ever asked yourself that before I become friends with anyone, I have to give them an interview? Do you interview your friends? Guys, for me, I do. And interviewing your friend doesn't mean that you have to sit them down and start asking them questions. No. You must have your principles. Who becomes my friend and who doesn't? I meet a lot of people, and not everybody that I meet lives with my mobile number. I meet a lot of people. Even here on TikTok, most of you and even the people that I'm sending to click a link and get my WhatsApp, you have got only my business WhatsApp number. But for you to get my private WhatsApp number, you must get into that circle. You must portray some qualities that I believe my friends should portray. If you don't meet those criteria, I don't admit you as a friend. So, guys, can we put down principles? Can we understand who is going to be our friends? If you do not like drinking alcohol, for example, you do not like drinking alcohol, you don't want to make friends with people who drink. And you know, making friends doesn't mean that you are enemy to people. Making friends, I'm talking about people who are closer to you, people that you can call, and from the first mobile call, they will come and assist you. If you are a woman, I was speaking with some of my students, three of them, whose principles is they will only sleep with a man after they are married. It's not that they are virgin. It's not that they've never slept with any man. Some of them, two of them were married and divorced. One of them has never been married but had some relationships and then broke up. But there is a principle that they have as women. They have decided that through their life, they are not going to sleep with any man until they get married. And it is a principle. How can you follow that principle? You follow that principle by noting it down. You note it at a place where you can see every single day so that the noises that comes, noises that are going to tell you that, you know what, if you don't have sex, yeah, it is going to, it will solidify, it will come. There's so many things outside here, guys, that people talk about. You have to sleep, you have to have sex with people because if you don't, something is gonna happen. You'll I don't know. People talk about a lot of things, which doesn't make sense. But you see, if you don't write that principle down, they can convince you to agree to accept that what they are saying is true. Number six, guys, we must learn to forgive. If you want to be safe, if you want to succeed in the year 2023, learn to forgive. Most of us here, as we speak, are not succeeding because of the things they have in their hearts, the grudges they have, the burdens they have carried on their back. And these burdens they are carrying, they are burdens that are being given by some other people. The people you cannot forgive. You are so angry with people. You are so revengeful that God cannot bless you. You have covered your blessings. You have covered all the ways where blessings can come from because you don't want to forgive people. learn how to forgive. And all these things I'm teaching here, if it is so hard for you to understand them, you can always book a session with me, take my coaching for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, and see a difference in your life. Guys, these things are not difficult, they are not hard. The problem is we need to be reminded. There has to be somebody that keeps reminding us and keep telling us how to. Somebody is saying, Veronica Johngora is saying it's not easy to forgive. Exactly. It is not easy. But you see, when you are trained, when you are coached on how to forgive, you will find it so easy to forgive. And we forgive, we don't forget. You just have to forgive, never forget. Forgive, because if you forgive and you forget, they will repeat the same thing again and again. So learn to forgive the people around you, those who wrong you, and even those who don't wrong you. Forgive them for you to release yourself to get your blessings, for you to release yourself to be comfortable. You are keeping a lot of things in your heart. You are keeping a lot of burdens on your back, and that's why you cannot move. Guys, I'm going to number 7, which is very powerful here. When this year starts, guys, Casemiro, thank you for the flower. When this year starts, don't forget to get a mentor. A lot of people talk about this, but people do not always understand what a mentor is or what it means to find a mentor. You see, following me, for example, joining my conversations here on TikTok or on YouTube, that is one way of finding a mentor. You can be mentored from any angle or part of the world where you are. We can mentor you for free, like we are doing on TikTok here. The problem with free mentorship, guys, I will tell you, free mentorship does not give you what you need. It gives you what the mentor wants to give you. But you see, finding a personal mentor and accepting to join their coaching or their mentorship programs, paying some little amount of money for that mentorship is the beginning of investment of your success. Because I will tell you something, guys, why mentorship is good. Mentorship reminds you of the things that you know, but you are ignoring. It helps you to understand that you needed to make that one step that was so hard for you to come out of the troubles that you have been. I forgive, but it's hard for me to bring them back in my life. I always distance myself from them. So why do you want to bring them back into your life? When people wrong you and you forgive them, the most important part of forgiveness is forgiving them. It's not about bringing them back into your life. You just need to forgive. Distancing yourself away from them is also helping them so that they don't again mess up with you. It is also helping you. So it's fine. William Florence Favor, that's fine. So find a mentor for yourself. Find someone who can remind you of the things that you are ignoring. Mentors must not be somebody who is so learned, who is so expensive to pay. Mentor can be anyone that you believe has got something that can help you. Sometimes they can even be our pastors, sometimes they can be our teachers, they can be our lecturers, sometimes they can even be your sons and daughters. Finding a good mentor is like, for example, nowadays it is very easy. There are social media here. There's a lot of coaches, a lot of people. Follow these people and see what they are doing. Look at their work. If you fall in love with their work, if their teachings are touching you, if you feel like what they're talking about is something that you are passing through, that is your mentor. That is how to get a mentor. Getting a mentor is not going to Google that who is the best mentor. Let me tell you, there are professional mentors that you will get, but they will try to mentor you and you will get nothing out of them. But there is this person that you have been following, for example. on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, or on TikTok, and he's mentoring people. Every time he posts a message, this message touches you. That is your mentor. You need to see them. You need to talk to them. You need to ask them to become a personal mentor. Pay them. Let them train you. Those are the people that you need. Mentorship is not about Googling the best mentor in town, because not every mentor is going to mentor you properly. Mumon Pops is saying, my pastor betrayed me. That is what I'm talking about. Because some people are going to tell you that the best mentor is a pastor. Now somebody is saying that her pastor betrayed her. And that's true. Sometimes we lose it because, and especially these people like us who are born again, we put so much trust into our pastors, not forgetting that pastors are just human beings like we are. So sometimes he is just a pastor because he is in the church and he's the one teaching the word, but they cannot mentor you. They cannot. One, they want to judge you. Number two, they know you from uh, top to bottom. Number three, they know your friends, they know your family. These are kind of people who will not mentor you properly. Finding a mentor is better to find somebody who doesn't know you completely, somebody who is going to handle you as per the problem you have mentioned to them. They're not going to handle you because you're coming from a poor family. They're not going to mentor you because they know you're not paying tithe. Sometimes a pastor will not handle you well because you're not paying tithe in the church, and he knows. All right. Sometimes your teacher is not going to mentor you because they know you are failing in his subject or you hate them. They know your boyfriend, they know your girlfriend. These people are not going to mentor you properly. Find somebody whom you don't know. Like what I'm saying, a person who doesn't know you, you are following somebody, and when that guy is really talking to me, that is a mentor. He doesn't know you, you don't know them. That's the person who becomes your mentor. It doesn't necessarily say that people who know you cannot mentor you. No, there are some people who are so disciplined in their work. And as coaches, when we go for training for a life coaching, one thing that you're told is like when a student comes to you for coaching, even my own sister, and I'm so sorry, my sister, my beautiful sister, my only sister, Helen. Um, 2 months ago, my sister was in a very big problem. And the only person who could mentor her was me. So I took her through mentorship. I took her through a coaching session. And remember, my sister paid for that. She did. She bought a course in my coaching program and she paid. And she came to me as a student, not as a sister. And she's my younger sister. She's, she's just, how do we call that? She was born just after me. So she's the youngest. What she did, she bought a course and I got an email that Helen Gora has booked a course. And we started this course. We went through training, vigorous training, and she was deep in crisis. Instead of going through depression, I took it as a student and I talked to her. And after, during the classes when we were talking, there was nothing like sis bro. It was coach and student. And we did it perfectly. And after 1 month, she was good. She was feeling herself back. So after that, then we start talking as kids. Kid bro, kid sis. That is what we call mentorship. Sometimes people who know you can mentor you, but it takes a little bit of these people removing everything that they know about you, forgetting about you failing in class. If it is your teacher who wants to mentor you, they must forget the time you were failing in their class and handle you just as a student at that time. If it is, for example, your ex, I've even mentored my ex. My ex have been in my class and I've mentored her, and we never even thought about, the time we used to date. It was all about class and it was all about coaching and talking and doing all the things, and it was successful. So it is about understanding what you need from somebody, and it's about understanding what somebody needs from you. That is what we are trained to do. So find somebody who, if they know you, they will delete everything that they know about you and handle you with the problem that you're bringing in front of them. If you can't get that kind of a person, go for somebody who doesn't know you. I'm going to the next part, and that is know who you want to become. This is going to be very tough. Let me ask you a question, and I need you guys to comment. Put a comment in the comment section there. What do you want to become? Next year, 2023, who do you want to become? What do you want to see in your life? Are you planning to be somebody's wife next year? Are you planning to be somebody's mom next year? Are you planning to be somebody's husband next year? Are you planning to be somebody's husband or somebody's dad next year? What are you planning to become? Once you identify what you want to become or what you want to, yes, I want to be a wife. How do I become a wife? How prepared am I? Do I just want to become a wife because I've seen men, poking some holes, sending me messages, trying to, know about me, men chasing me around? Am I feeling like I'm being chased, so I want to get married? You want to ask yourself, what am I going to become in the next year or years to come? After that, how do I make it successful? How many friends do I remove from my group? For example, and this is very technical and especially women, let me tell you one thing that will help you to get that home that you're looking for. There are some friends that you must remove from your life. If you want to settle down with another man somewhere to be called a wife or to be called a mother of somebody, there are some of your women friends that you must delete. Hi, brothers, my bro who's watching there. If you want to become somebody's dad or somebody's husband next year or in the years to come, there are some friends that you must delete. There are these friends who are going to tell you how you're still young, how marriages are not working, how there's no men, no good men out here, how you're just wasting your time, and you must deal for these things to come to play. If you want to be someone's girlfriend, like Shiro is saying, you must ask yourself, what does it take to be a good girlfriend? Thank you. Shiruna is saying, I deleted all useless contacts today. That's a great one. Eliaba Mary says, for real, our my favorite person. Velma, welcome here. Just trying to look at YouTube over there. I can see Kasese Evelyn is there. Penina Nyambura is watching with us. I think I will be your friend and you will admit. Okay, I don't attend something anyhow. Okay, so yes, I can't be friends with everybody as long as you meet the criteria of the people I always push and clarify as my friends. You must pass my interview. The moment you have understood what you want to become, ask yourself, what do you need? You see, guys, in the year 2019, when I started doing these videos, I was just doing videos without knowing what I wanted to do with these videos, what I wanted to do with this motivation. So I was just that motivator out there, just preaching the good news, just preaching, motivating people, inspiring people, encouraging people. So the same 2019, I was invited to speak because the Kenyan ambassador was visiting Bahrain. So I was invited to speak. Then I asked myself, how? I've never spoken in a gathering. I've never been a speaker. I've never been invited as a speaker. But really, so somebody feels like I am so capable of speaking. Then I realized that there was something in me that people were seeing, yet I was not seeing. So I went down and I kneeled down and I talked to God and I told God that, God, I don't want to be anything, but I want to be the kind of a person you want me to be. But before that, God, I want you to reveal to me why I decided to motivate people and people are feeling like it is good. Then you see, it is not a voice. God is not going to come and talk to you. You will not sleep and dream like God is telling you that, hey, go and motivate people, go and coach people. No, God is going to give you signs. Signs that even your comment, your post on social media somewhere is going to touch somebody's life. When you post something, you're going to see comments, you're going to see reactions. People are going to appreciate you. People are going to tell you how they're relating with those things. That's when I realized that, oh, yeah, God is making me a life coach. And I said, it doesn't matter what I went to school to study. I'm trashing everything and I'm keeping my papers under the table. I'm going back to school again to study as a life coach. And I joined courses, not just one. I started training myself to prepare myself to do what I'm doing right now. So it has taken me 2 years training myself to become a coach, paying for classes, paying for those online classes. And let me tell you guys, when you want to prepare yourself for something, do not be so much excited with the certificate and papers, because there are even people who come to me and they ask me that, coach, during your classes, are we going to get certificates? Guys, the moment you know what you want, certificate is nothing. Knowledge is the most important part of it. Get the knowledge. Certificate is just to show people that you did it. But are you doing it to show people? You're not doing it to show people. You are doing it to improve, to develop, to give yourself knowledge. So go for knowledge. Certificate will follow. Those certificates, take them and put them inside the box. Put them under your pillow. Do what you have learned. Get your brain upright and help yourself to understand what you want. So 2020, when COVID came, it was so hard for me to, get to do what I wanted to do. So I relaxed. 2021, I started my classes. 2022, I finished my classes in the month of March. That time found when I'm on this thing and, pouring those messages there, touching people's life. People started coming into my classes even before myself graduating from my class. I was studying and teaching people and coaching people. So know who you want to become, then prepare yourself to become that person. Find out how to prepare yourself. If it is a man, if it is a marriage you want, find a marriage counselor. Unfortunately, I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm just a dating counselor. I'm a dating coach. I can teach you on how to date, how to find a girlfriend, how to, deal with your girlfriend, how to make sure that things are right, how to deal with your boyfriend, how to find a good boyfriend, where to find them, when not to find them, when are you ready for them. These are the things that I can help you through, because that's my work. Guys, we are continuing. We are almost coming to an end of this conversation today. Something that is very important that you should note down: don't worry about being accepted by others. And I will repeat that. Don't worry about being accepted by others. Do you know what, guys? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for those comments, guys. Keep liking the video on YouTube. Keep liking the video on TikTok. You know what, guys? A lot of us, and even you who's watching right now, so many of you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing because people are not supporting you. People are not supporting you. You can't date because men are not accepting you. You cannot date because women are not accepting you. And accepting you doesn't mean that they don't come for you, they don't start a relationship. You can start a relationship. Somebody's asking YouTube name. My YouTube name is Johngora, the same name that is on TikTok. We are live on YouTube as well, guys. So if you miss this message on TikTok, it is available on my YouTube channel. We are live on YouTube as well, so you can always go and watch this message over there. Don't worry about being accepted by others. Whether people accept you, whether they don't accept you, know where you are, know who you stand for, know what you stand for, know who you are, know your value, know your worth. That is the most important part of your life, and that is what we need in 2022. Guys, let us get those likes on TikTok to 20,000. We are at 11,000. I think we can get it to 20,000. Let's do it, guys. Come on, let's do it. Keep liking the video. Let's get those likes to 20,000. Most of the people do not achieve what they can achieve because they keep worrying whether they're accepted or not. They keep worrying. Sometimes, you do a video, you want to post it on TikTok, then you delete because you're looking at that video and you're saying, oh, I'm not looking cute here. I'm too dark. My phone is not good. My accent also is not good. I don't know. I can't speak good English. That's why I cannot post my videos. Come on, guys. Do not worry about being accepted by others. Only worry about yourself. Once you take care of yourself, don't worry about what people think about you. Because what they think, even if you don't do what you want to do, they will still think about you. They will still talk. They will still say something. Alicia, thank you so much. That's my secretary is over there. My virtual secretary, Alicia, just joined. Thank you for, replying to Ruth with the YouTube channel name. So most of us worry so much about what people are going to say. If I do this video, what are they going to say? If I dance, you see, there are so many great dancers here. They cannot dance on TikTok because they are saved. What will my church people say? Let me tell you something, guys. Even David the king danced, and even and his clothes went down. And do you know who he was dancing for? He was dancing for God. So what is stopping you from dancing on TikTok because you're a saved person? Who told you that you must just dance secular music? You are a dancer. I know good gospel music that have got nice tones that can make you dance until you throw away your clothes, just the same like David did. That is where your breakthrough is. There are people who have gotten a breakthrough just because of dancing on TikTok. They have been called, they have been, they have signed brands and business with top brands just because of dancing. We must understand that worrying so much about what people are going to say will put you away from the things you can achieve. I know people who have been sinking. Your English is not good. You feel like, when you speak, it's not that great. Who wants you? Who told you that you must just come on TikTok, on social media with English? Worry about yourself. And the moment you have worried about yourself and you have known what you need to do, you have known what you need to rectify. Come on, guys, start a YouTube channel 2023. Let me tell you guys something. The world is right now changing. By 2025, most of us are going to lose our jobs. People who are employed, by 2025, most of the people are going to lose jobs because most of the skills that we have today are going to be rendered useless. So if you're not planning yourself to tackle the recession that is coming by 2025 in terms of jobs and skills, then you need to do something different. And what is it that is different that you can do? That talent that God gave to you, that talent that you're sleeping on, that talent you fear to show people because people are going to talk, that is what is going to pay a lot of people by 2025. People are going to earn from their talents. It's going to reach a time when your job is not going to be there. Your skills will not be needed. Robots will be there driving taxis. Robots will be there serving people. Even right now, if you go to the bank, previously there was admission desk where you could go and you get admitted. Today you go, there is a board. You just tap. Do you need customer service? Do you need teller machine? Do you need to see the manager? You just tap it and you take a ticket. What is that trying to tell you? People are losing their jobs. So stop worrying about what people think about what you're doing and start doing it. The more you do it, the more you improve. I love one musician in Kenya called Steve Osimpo Boy. This is one musician who got a lot of rebuke and negative comments when he started his music. People never thought that Steve Simple Boy could be, a great musician who could win even what we call sign contracts with brands and all those things, even do a collab with other musicians. But he has never lost hope. He has never shied away from showing his raw talent. Somebody saying criticism. People will criticize you whether you like it or not. He will do his things, and his brand is his. You know why I love this Steve Simple Boy? When I listen to his music, you will never find his music from any other person. You might see maybe his tone variation in the music is not that sweet like you want it. But when you listen to the message he's trying to put outside there, if you're somebody who's got a mind, who knows what music is all about, music is not about dancing. Music is all about knowing the message, sending a message somewhere outside there. So Steve Simple Boy is now breaking rocks and breaking hills and breaking those boundaries. And people now want a selfie with him. People now want to even do some collabos with him. Why? Because he never, even at one point in time, got discouraged by what people are saying. So don't worry about being accepted by others. Accept yourself and work on yourself to improve every single day. Last but not least, guys, live in the moment. Guys, we might have a power shutdown on TikTok, but if that happens, I'll be available on YouTube. You can join my YouTube channel and keep watching this live. Live in the moment. So if I disappear on TikTok here, guys, you can follow me up on YouTube. I'm on YouTube by the name Johngora. Living in the moment is another big threat for most of the people today. So many people want to live either in the past or in the future, and they don't serve the moment. So in the long run, they get confused because they don't know whether they need to chase what has passed, or they don't know whether to chase what is coming, or to stay in the moment. You see, life is not about happiness. Life is not only life when it is all about happiness. Do not think that you're living the best life just because you're happy. Learn to live a life in the moment. Pain, suffering, troubles, job loss, divorce, breakups, lack of food, lack of clothes, lack of houses, calamities, droughts, call it hurricane, bad weather. This is life. Live in the moment. When suffering comes, know how to handle suffering. Stop thinking on how you can move out of this suffering. Learn how to take that suffering and find a lesson as to why that suffering is there. That is why people who suffer a lot come out of suffering stronger. Why? Because they live in that moment and they handle that pain, that suffering with the lesson that it comes with. Because I so believe that suffering comes as a lesson that is going to prepare you for something special that is coming in front of you. Happiness, peaceful, love, marriage, weddings, birthday parties, clubbing, drinking, cheers. You make those happy moments. It comes because there is a lesson that God is trying to show you. There was a time you were in pain when you could not even eat those good things that you are eating. Live in the moment. When it's time to dine, dine and thank God for it. When it's time to cry, cry and thank God for it. Stop wishing that I wish I was not in this pain. It will not help you. Wishes are never horses. Live with that pain, but find out why you are in that pain. You will become stronger, better, and you will know how to handle that pain if it comes in the future. But when you are trying always to kick pain out of your life, you're trying always, to dodge pain, to get it easy, move across everything, you don't have um, something, you borrow money because you want to clear it. You don't go work hard to make some money, you borrow money to get it very fast. You will not learn how to make money. You will not learn how to even, get that pain out of your life. When that pain comes, the people you are borrowing money, they will no longer be there. They will also get tired of you borrowing money from them. So what do we do? Live in the moment. Know how to tackle that pain. Thank you, Margaret Kerry. I see you on YouTube. Faith Onyancha, welcome, welcome, Faith. Faith Onyancha, welcome. Stop wishing and accept what you have. Stop wishing that you could be driving a Mercedes Benz and just drive your bicycle comfortably and know why you are driving you are riding your bicycle. Know why you have bicycle at that time. You will understand how to ride on a Mercedes Benz. But when you keep wishing, and when you are wishing to these things to happen, that's the time everyone is passing you by a Mercedes Benz. Every vehicle that passes is a Mercedes Benz. Somebody's reminding me, guys, tap the screen, tap the screens. Let's get those likes to 30K. We have already reached our 20,000. Can we reach to 30,000 now? Live in the moment so that you get the lessons that came with that pain. If it is pain, find the lesson. Never leave pain without a lesson. And I will give an example. There are people who are having troubles with their relationship. Like, for example, your marriage is in a shamble. Your husband is cheating. Your wife is cheating. Your husband is coming home late. Things are so tight with you. They are not even providing for you, and you don't know what is happening. What do people do? They run to their pastors, they run to their parents, they run to their friends, and they start talking bad about their husbands. They start sharing everything. This guy is bad in bed. This guy is not doing this. But God is sending a lesson to you to learn from it, that you need to close your ears, you need to shut your mouth, and you need to speak to God from inside and ask God, why me? Why me? And why at this moment? Why is he cheating? You could be telling people your hubby is cheating or your wife is cheating, and you are the problem. You could be the problem. I do not say that cheating is a good thing, it is a bad thing, but sometimes we can be the promoter of them doing what they are doing. So be silent. When troubles come, when you see wind blowing and it looks like the storm is going to come, stop running away from the storm. Ask God, where do I hide my head? And how do I go past this storm? You see, when Jesus Christ was with his disciples in the sea and the storm started, the disciples, instead of believing that they had a Christ, they had somebody who was close who could just say a word and the storm will stop. They started troubled. They kept on wondering, what are we going to do? We are dying. Master, Master, we are dying. We are dying. They forgot that the master who was inside the boat was more powerful than the water, was more powerful than the storm, was more powerful than the wind, and was more powerful even than death. Remember, when there is a storm, be silent, be still. Ask God, why this storm? Why? Why is the storm? You will find a lesson and you will be more powerful. You will know how to handle the next storm. But if you don't ask and you jump out of the storm, the next storm is going to come that you will not even jump out of it. There will be no one to help you out of that storm. All right, guys? Those who are just joining today, those who are joining my live for the first time, and you've never been part of my YouTube channel, this is the time that you need to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it, because this video here, which is on TikTok Live, will be available. You can watch this video. If this video is inspiring you and you want to watch it again and again, it is available on my YouTube channel. You can go there and save this video for your watch. Every time you think something is difficult, watch this video again. It will inspire you to become better. The last point that I'm giving today, guys, before I see your questions over there, because I know some people are going to ask some questions which I need to answer. But let me give the last point here. Before 2023 starts, I want each one of you to understand your worth, your value, than you value anything else. Know what is your value, know what you are worth, and know what you belong to. Knowing our worth, knowing our value, help us to avoid a lot of things. I've used this example and I will use it again. If you are a woman and every time you walk along the road, maybe you are going to a supermarket to buy some things, and people are following you and hooting behind you, some of them are like, they're trying to stop you. You have to work on yourself. I'm sorry. You have to go and work on yourself. If you are that woman who is watching my YouTube now or watching my TikTok now, and when you are walking outside there, men are still whistling behind you, go and work on yourself. You still have some days left before 2022 goes away. Work on yourself so that you can understand your worth, because only after understanding your worth, other people can see it. But before you understand your worth, you will put yourself in a place where people will not understand what you are worth. I want to ask you guys something. Mostly these people who are in the Gulf, I want to use an example for you to understand what I'm talking about. You know Filipinos, you know Kenyans, you know Nepalese, you know Ugandans, and you know European ladies or the American ladies, and you know all these other nationalities apart from the Gulf nationalities, like the real Arabs here in this country. My phone is warning me, guys. I wish, guys, on TikTok you can rush to my YouTube channel to continue with this, because my battery is warning me it's only 10%. It will be going off anytime from now, guys. So if you want to continue with this video before I finish, rush to my YouTube channel right now. I want to sum it up like this. These people, those of you who are in the Gulf, I want to ask you a question. When you are walking along the streets there, so many men hoot at ladies, okay? This thing happens in the Gulf. You will see a man stopping his car or trying to hoot, okay? Trying to, stop a lady or tell a lady to come um, and have a chat. Some of them even showing money to the ladies. I want to ask you a question. Which kind of women do these people stop on the road? Have you ever, and I'm sorry to use this example, but I want to give this example so that guys can understand what value is all about. Sometimes people think value is having a lot of money, but I want to tell you what value is defined. You will never find these men hooting or stopping a woman on a abaya and a hijab. Those people who live in the Gulf understand what I'm talking about. You will never find these men who hoot along these roads. These women, there are some roads like in Bahrain here that are so small. So you're trying to, to squeeze yourself so that they can pass. My YouTube channel name is Johngora. You can just click my TikTok bio and you will find a link there. So you're squeezing yourself, okay, so that they can pass by their car. But they will stop a car and show you some money, even 20 Bahrain dinar. Those who stay in Bahrain understand what I'm talking about. You will never see these people stopping women on abaya and hijab. Why? Ask yourself, why don't they stop these women? Why don't they show money to these women? They will show them to Kenyans. And even those Kenyans, there are some Kenyans ladies here, or Filipino ladies here, or Nepali ladies here, or Indian ladies here who wear abaya and wear hijab. They will never be stopped. Nobody's going to stop them. Why? Because the value has been defined. So that is what I'm talking about. It is not that they are much more important than you guys, but their value has been defined. So you need to define your value. Guys, I'm so sorry with my TikTok family. It's gonna go, guys. We cannot continue here. If you want to continue with this, guys, let's meet on YouTube. So the truth is, you're trying so hard. But if you do not understand your value, you are done. Life is going to be so hard in 2023 because your value is going to sell you out. Your value is going to put you in the table or on the table where you're supposed to be. That is what is important. That is what you need to put in your head right now. What is my value? What defines your value is the most important part of your life. And now, somebody's going to ask me, how can I know my worth? Your worth starts with what you believe in. I was giving an example of the people who live in the Gulf, the women here. I've seen ladies complaining so much. I don't know why that guy was hooting at me. Guys, don't forget to like it if you're watching on YouTube. We are still live on YouTube here. My TikTok sisters and brothers I'm very sorry for them because my mobile phone just went off. It's been almost 1 hour and some minutes of TikToking. These people don't hoot to the group that I was mentioning because they understand the value that these guys that are wearing that, what I'm talking about, believes. They understand the value. But the people who don't wear what I'm talking about, the abaya and the hijab, there is a value somewhere that we miss. And when everyone sees us, they see us differently. Sometimes, you are decently dressed. You're wearing your trouser, you're wearing your top, they are tight. You're decent. It doesn't mean that your clothes are bad. But just because those clothes are tight, someone is thinking that you are selling your body. So it is easy for them to stop you. It is easy for them to whistle behind you. It is easy for them to show you money. So I am saying that if you are that kind of a person, try to understand your worth. Push your worth to a certain level that people can respect. People can think twice. If you are a woman, before a man approaches you, make them sweat on how they are going to start to tell you they are in love with you. Okay, guys? Make that guy sweat. Okay? Before they approach you, before a man stands before you and tells you how beautiful you are, before he starts, telling you, mentioning your body parts, how your body part looks, be at a position where they have to think deeply. They have to come today and say, no, today is not the right day. Let me try tomorrow. Let them come tomorrow again and see you there. You are seated where you've been sitting every day. But again, they will say that, no, it's not the right time. Janice Foster, welcome from TikTok. Everyone who's coming from TikTok, welcome here. You can leave your comment. You can like the video as well on YouTube. Guys, your value is very important. Men, I've just talked about women. Understanding your value is very important. How do you understand your value? Men, however handsome you are, however much money you have, respect yourself enough. You do not have to taste every water in different kind of rivers that you see around. Yes, there can be so many rivers. It doesn't mean that you have to drink from every river. As a man, you must know your values. You must know your worth. You must know that water is water. When you decide to drink it from River Nile, keep drinking it from River Nile. If it is River Nzoia, keep drinking it from River Nzoia. Do not think that River Nile has got a beautiful or better water than River Nzoia. Your value must show. You must show before God also to blessing you with something better. Know what you're worth. Just because everyone is saying yes, you don't have to knock every door. As a man, just because you have all the money outside there, I know women are going to come and it will be very easy for you. You won't even talk. They will just be coming because you've got some chums. There are those women who love it when you have chums. You don't have to talk to them. They will just follow you. But if you don't know your value, this is going to be the start of your end. Coming into 2022, you must understand your value. You must understand what kind of a woman you want in your life as a man. You do not want every kind of a woman. There is a woman, special woman that is meant for you. Go and find her and make her your own. The last point, guys, that I'm going to talk about, and I'll take your questions. When you get a chance or an opportunity, always put the best energy with what you have in it. When God gives you a good woman, put all your energy and love them, even when they're not loving you. When you decide that you want to have a relationship, if you start a relationship, love the people you are in relationship with, even when they don't love you. Give them your best. Live, but live after giving your best. Never revenge. Never do as they do. If they are cheating, never cheat because they are cheating. If they're coming back home, don't go outside there and come back home because they're coming back home late. If they're not providing and you can, stop. Don't stop providing because he doesn't provide. What I'm saying is, when you get a chance to perform, to do something, do it with your best energy, such that when you leave, people will say that even though she left, she was the best for him. It is very bad when people are saying that the only good thing that happened to my son is her wife leaving. The only beautiful thing that happened to my daughter is her husband leaving. The only thing that happened best to my family is his exit or her exit. You must put in the energy in everything that you do, such that when you leave, everybody wants to see more of you. Everybody feels like, it wasn't their mistake. They tried, they gave their best. She was hardworking. He was hardworking. All right? So at least you can get the best out of what you do, because God blesses those who work wholeheartedly. God just doesn't bless you because you are in that relationship. May I get your questions, guys, before we finish this live today here? Baniva Akinyi is saying, why can't you mix English and Kiswahili? I cannot mix Baniva because I have a lot of people watching from all over the world. And the moment I will start mixing, there will be so many questions over there. Oh, what did you just say? Can you repeat that? Can you translate? I don't have a translator, Baniva. So that's why I have two. My class is full of people from all over the world. There are people from Jamaica here, there are people from the US here, there are people from Philippines here, people from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria here, Ghana is represented here. People from the Gulf are here, people from India here. So it is so hard for me to mix it, but I will try one day to do a specific video for Swahili speakers so we can mix it. Um, Do I have any question to answer today before we stop or before we end this? Let me know if there is a question. And guys, don't forget, those who just came today, if it is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. Um, don't forget to subscribe. If it is your first day you are coming to our live, I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, so if there is no question, guys, um, I appreciate you for being part of this conversation. Um, Let us meet again on Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be taking an off, just relaxing and resting and trying to put notes there for you guys to do another live on Thursday. Um, so for tomorrow, I'll be working on this video to get some short videos to post. Okay, somebody's asking, Miriam Adumba is asking how to know when the guy you want to marry, if he's true and loyal. Um, Miriam Adumba, you can only know somebody is true and loyal when you have principles that you have written down. You know, somebody to be true to you can only be defined by you, no one else. That's why I say that some of these questions you have to send a personal message. Uh, there's a link that I put there, Let's Connect for coaching. You can click that link and ask this question at a personal level because you need to have some principles put down. You need to know what works for you, what is loyalty to you, what is being true to you. Because I know so many people who wants reality, who wants to be told the truth. But the moment you open up and tell them the truth, they disappear. Somebody's going to approach you and tell you that, I want to have a relationship with you, but I only want somebody who's truthful. Then you become truthful and you tell them that, what? Yeah, I've been in a past relationship, I was married, or I have a kid. Then that really takes them away. They feel bad about it. So somebody being true or loyal depends on what you define loyalty. It depends on what you define being true means to you. Once you get those things together, you get your principles, you get what you believe in, and you put these things together, it will be easy for you to define and find the right person for you when you want to start a relationship or even go ahead and get married. Okay? Any other question before we close up? Do you have any other question left? Miriam, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. You're welcome. If we don't have any other question, guys, don't forget to like the video. We will be finishing right now. Let's meet again on Thursday. May God bless you. Take good care of yourself. I wish you a happy new year. And I hope that everything that you learned here, you're going to put it in practice. The problem is most of us learn, and the moment this video closes up, we forget what we learned. So This video is still available here. You can watch it and watch it again and again. You can download it if you want to download it, so it can remind you of the things that we have learned here. But remember, I'm not perfect. I'm also a human being. Some of the things that I talked about here, some of them I'm a victim as well. I'm still learning on how to do them well. There is something that might be I have talked about here that was not well with you. You did not feel okay. You felt offended. I'm asking you to forgive me. I'm just a human being, right? So sometimes I can also make mistake when I'm training and coaching people here. I think we have a question there, how to message you inbox. Miriam Adimba, there is a link there. In the comment section, there is something there written, let's connect for coaching. There's a link there. Just click that link. It will take you to where my WhatsApp is. You can send me a message. Thursday at what time? Thursday at 7 p.m. East African time, 7 p.m. Bahrain time, 7 p.m. Kuwait, Qatar time. I don't know what time it is in your place right now. In Bahrain now, it's 19 minutes past 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., 19 past 8 p.m. in Bahrain. So look at your time now and then subtract 1 hour. Your time minus 1 hour, I will be live on Thursday. Okay? Your current time minus 1 hour. That's how to do it. Your current time minus 1 hour, I will be live on Thursday. Okay. Baniva King is saying, if I get someone, they just go. Ni mimi nilikosa shida ama? Ni mimi niko na shida ama? No, Baniva, you should guys, allow me, those who don't understand Swahili, allow me to respond to this lady because she requested for Swahili, so at least she can understand what I'm going to talk about. Boniva Kini, kama like wale ni watu ambao unakutana nao and you start a relationship with them, they disappear, wanakuwa na wewe for some time and then wanatoroka, wanakudate or sometimes maybe wanakuja they have sex with you alafu wanaenda. Sometimes wanakuja wanakaa na wewe for some few hours or few days, they are gone, they are not showing up. Haimaanishi ya kwamba makosa ni wewe. Sometimes principles zako hawawezani nayo. The principles that you have put in place, no man is able to take them, which is it's an advantage to you. It is not a disadvantage. Sometimes the things you believe in, these men don't believe in it. Zile vitu ambao wewe unaamini kama msichana, wao hawaamini. Kwa mfano, wanaume wanakuja wanataka mwezi wa kwanza wamelala na wewe. Wewe huamini hivyo. Wewe unaamini ya kwamba iwapo wanasema vipi? Iwapo utaruhusu mwanamume kulala na wewe, lazima uwe umeolewa ama lazima awe anaonyesha some seriousness in relationship. That is what you believe. But with them, wana believe ya kwamba bora umesema ndio, sasa wewe ni property yao. Wakitaka unawapa. That's why they're leaving. So it depends. For me to understand what is happening, we must be able to speak. Believer. We must be able to speak. I will ask you some questions. You answer those questions. Then yeah, we can see like, yeah, problem shida ni wewe or shida si wewe, shida ni wao. You get my point? I need some beautiful questions, Masin Juguna. Not private questions, not questions about me. I need something that is going to help you and help somebody else. Unless you want to meet me, then you will start asking me something about me. If you want anything about me, I've said the link is there. You can send me a WhatsApp, then we can talk about it. Baniva says that thank you, I understand. So guys, that is it. May God keep you healthy until we meet again next time on Thursday, same time. God bless you. God keep you for me, healthy and kicking. And may God bless your pocket so that you can have money to pay for internet to come and watch. Okay? Cheers, guys. Mwah. I love you guys. Take care of yourself.